The work is in direct response to like the negative Catholic rhetoric that happens towards women and those who have survived sexual trauma. Like the way the pieces are made, the way that they're displayed, it actually represents and recreates some of the images in the Bible of women being punished, or even just how fragmented they are, because they're never full realized characters. They're always supplemental to a male character or to a story. So the slicing of the arms, the removal of the hair, often the figures in the entire body of work their genitals are exposed, and that is really common ways that God rained down punishment, and it was always directed heavily on women. Even though it's heavily based in like Catholic rhetoric, all of that rhetoric still applies within our like social media, within legislation, within news outlets even. I mean, the way we react to women who are either attacked or even harassed or any kind of way, like we don't want to believe it. We want to protect men. We still have the ideal in pop stars of, I mean, I was raised with Britney Spears, Mandy Moore, Jessica Simpson, and they were all, you know, they were virginal, they were perfect, they were blonde, they were a little dumb, like, but all of that still comes from the Bible. It's a way to control and contain women and to create these ideals. And the second they step out of it, the image is destroyed, and they are destroyed. I mean, the Britney Spears incident when she shaved her head, she was done. Like, people were done with her because she no longer fit that ideal. Actually, the full installation, which is available, you can see images of it on my website, actually the entire installation is white aside from red plexiglass that was cut with the quatrefoil pattern. So that's shadowed all throughout the entire like installation. So just the dramatics of it, you walk into it, it feels like a church already. All of these figures, as you've seen, they are life-size. Or at least before they're fired, they are the same size as my body, which I am a tall female. So working solid just allowed me to let me beat the crap out of it and really get it into the shape that I want, cut it back open again, and just get it to where I need it to be. So it's a long process. So I had multiple things going on at the same time, built on an armature and then slowly put back together. Always a lot of help with firing or loading the firings because they're very fragile. And then they usually, once they've been hollowed and put back, they dry out in the kiln for, even without anything on, just sitting in there for 3 weeks to a month before I even start the firing. I got my degree in art education. That was my first degree, and I had to pick a focus. I originally picked painting, and I just could never figure out why my work wasn't connecting the way I wanted it to. And then I was forced to take a ceramics course as part of my degree requirements, and I hated it. Hated it. I was bad at it. I couldn't figure it out, but I was always there, always. And when I was there was always somebody else, and there was always music, there was always food, there was always this huge community. And then I was like, well, maybe I should take another course because that's the throwing class, and I just instantly sucked in and could not step away from it. In my third semester of ceramics, I realized that I wanted to work with the figure, and that's when I realized that's where my work really started to make sense and would actually connect with the viewers and got to the points that I was trying to make.